right, so Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pereira showed up. But as he gets back on the proving ground here tonight, DC, most people believe on any given Saturday night, this is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem hard for him not to operate in that space. But because he believes in himself, because he recognizes who he is, he takes wins and losses as good as anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy in his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer, a much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him where he needs them to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight. Doubt him now, folks. Doubt him now. The undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Dricus Du Plessis. And even though, of course, he wanted to beat Israel Adesanya for the title, it ended up being Sean Strickland. This man's the best in the world. And he has had knockers and doubters every step of the way. They knocked his cardio. They knocked his grappling. The man can fight. The man's a born fighter, as are a lot of individuals who grow up in South Africa. And now that he's the champion, in theory, he's 20 to 30% better. We'll see if the incumbent can get dethroned here tonight. All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus Du Plessis.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, if you talk to Israel Adesanya, he'll tell you, I don't force the finish. I like to let it come to me, and that is certainly what happened in his UFC debut. But one thing to keep an eye out for is the takedown defense, because everybody is shooting at those legs of Adesanya, and more often than not, they haven't been able to keep him down consistently. So Adesanya has worked hard on that realm of his game, and let's see if the takedown defense holds up yet again tonight. Woo! Israel Adesanya, I don't even know what that was, but it certainly looked pretty, DC. This man brings so many different things to the table as a striker, and I would think would be a very difficult guy for his fellow middleweight contenders to prepare for. Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Straight right hand now, just misses. Oh, man, I could barely get the Fight Clock sponsor out. These gentlemen are going at it.
They are here to fight tonight. I cannot wait for this fight to continue. Oh, nice right hand.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh, knee strike right to the body. Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind it.
Well, he has been nothing if not masterful on the feet this evening, and a lot of his effectiveness has been because of that jab. He established it early, and that helped to set up some of his combinations, but you look at the numbers, bottom of your screen, the jab has really been the primary storyline in this one. Oh, effective strike there from the clinch by Dricus Du Plessis. Oh, he slipped that strike and then countered beautifully, really starting to get his range and get into a good flow on the feet as the longer fighter. Back to the well with that right hand, it's no good. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, we know knees to be some of the most destructive strikes in MMA, and he's got that part of his game going tonight.
He has got the knees going. He's throwing them in bunches.
Both guys appeared to land there. Oh, jabs in bunches here, splits the guard there, and continuing to keep his opponent at distance, courtesy of that crisp jab. Good straight hand there by Du Plessis. Massive head kick. 90 seconds to go in round one. Effective use of the jab there by Du Plessis.
Oh, big elbow.
Active here in the clinch, and he lands a big shot to the head.
Defensive savant. He blocked that punch. Big right hook there by the champ. So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
Under a minute to go. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with high fight IQ, following a game plan, and informing.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh, one of the best head kicks you'll ever see.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, big left hand there. Round two next.
All right, take a seat, buddy. You okay? All right. Breathe. You're good, man. We've been here before. It's okay. You just got caught. I need this round.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Nice punch there by Du Plessis. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, in that previous round, didn't look like we would get to this next round, DC, but here we are.
He had him hurt very, very badly, but he could not find that last shot to shut the lights out, to close the door. He couldn't close the door, but that's a testament to his opponent being able to recover when he got hurt real bad.
Adesanya's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now.
Big knee.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
There's the elbow. Adesanya's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight.
Nice punch, man. He sets up that leg kick beautifully.
Du Plessis' nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. 3 minutes now to go in this one. Good body work with that hook by Adesanya. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Oh, there's the single. All right, feet on the hips here. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got each other's face. It's going Kimura now.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight.
Oh, he's got it. Look at him buck the bridge, straighten that arm, get back to the direction that he was straightening the arm, and get back to his knees. Great job.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. All right, there it is, yet another strike targeting that already bruised area on his body.
Well, you can tell that he had a purpose.
Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early. Oh, he's not bad. He's got to grab it. He's got to recover.
Gets to the single collar tie now. 10 minutes in the books.
Knees to the body.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool. And I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 3 of a possible 5. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this one. Oh, beautiful job to split the guard. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent feels so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight. That was landed clean. Oh, both of them are landing massive shots.
Well, missed on that one. Well, you can sense the corner frustration. He has not had any answer for these body shots, and now you see the visible damage.
Well, his coaches are wondering, where's the defenses? We worked on this. We knew this would be an attack that they would come with. Why are you not doing what we've trained? He's got to change something, man. He's got to tuck that elbow. He's got to roll and turn. He cannot continue to take these body shots.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes longer. Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Nice crack there. Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. Adesanya's eye now closing up. Just over 3 minutes to go. Body shot there.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good.
Great block there.
Du Plessis swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
That was a solid punch.
Went for the inside leg kick. Israel Adesanya gets caught by the straight punch.
It won't take many of those. Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Oh, this is getting kind of hard to watch, right? He targets the cut and lands a strike right on it.
This is where he wants to be.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Du Plessis looking for a Darce choke here. That Darce is tight.
This has got to be it. He's got the submission.
And that will do it! The winner by submission.
That was nasty.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission, and he squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
We go back inside the octagon for the official decision. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 58 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed
he is the man of the hour. He came in the champion, and he's going home with hardware as well. Congrats to the still UFC middleweight champion.
The middleweight champion of the world. His name and that title seems to run in the